Muddy Puddles.
It is raining today, so Peppa and George cannot play outside.
Daddy, it's stopped raining. Can we go out to play?
Ha ha! All right. Run along, you two.
Peppa loves jumping in muddy puddles.
I love Muddy Puddles.
Peppa, if you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots.
Sorry, Mummy.
George likes to jump in muddy puddles too.
George, if you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots.
Peppa likes to look after her little brother, George.
George, let's find some more puddles.
Peppa and George are having a lot of fun. Peppa has found a little puddle. George has found a big puddle.
Look, George. There's a really big puddle.
George wants to jump into the big puddle first.
Stop, George. I must check if it's safe for you. Good. It is safe for you. Sorry, George. It's only bad.
Peppa and George love jumping in muddy puddles.
Come on, George. Let's go and show Daddy.
Goodness me.
Daddy! Guess what we've been doing?
Let me think. Have you been watching television?
No, Daddy.
Have you just had a bath?
No.
I know. You've been jumping in muddy puddles.
Yes, Daddy. We've been jumping in muddy puddles.
Ho ho! And look at the mess you're in.
Ooh.
Oh well, it's only mud. Let's clean up quickly before Mummy sees the mess.
Daddy, when we've cleaned up, will you and Mummy come and play too?
Yes, we can all play in the garden.
Peppa and George are wearing their boots. Mummy and Daddy are wearing their boots. Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
Oh, Daddy Pig, look at the mess you're in.
It's only mud. Mr. Dinosaur is lost.
George's favourite toy is Mr. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
George loves Mr. Dinosaur.
Grrr.
Sometimes George likes to scare Peppa with Mr. Dinosaur.
Grrr. Too scary.
At supper time, Mr. Dinosaur sits next to George.
I beg your pardon? Was that you, George? Or was it Mr. Dinosaur?
Dinosaur.
At bath time, George shares his bath with Mr. Dinosaur.
Good night, Peppa.
Good night, Mummy.
Good night, George. And good night, Mr. Dinosaur.
When George goes to bed, Mr. Dinosaur is tucked up with him. George's favourite game is throwing Mr. Dinosaur up in the air
Whee!
and catching him when he falls back down.
Whee! Whee!
Peppa and Daddy Pig are playing drafts.
I win, Daddy.
Oh, well done, Peppa. George?
George, what's the matter?
I'm sore.
George, have you lost Mr. Dinosaur?
George has lost Mr. Dinosaur.
Don't worry, George. We'll find Mr. Dinosaur.
It's a job for a detective.
Daddy, what is a detective?
A detective is a very important person who is good at finding things.
Me! I'm good at finding things.
All right, Peppa is the detective.
George, I'm the detective. I will help you find Mr. Dinosaur.
Maybe the detective should ask George some simple questions.
George, where's Mr. Dinosaur?
George does not know where Mr. Dinosaur is.
The detective could try and guess where Mr. Dinosaur might be.
I know where he is. George always has Mr. Dinosaur with him in the bath. So Mr. Dinosaur is in the bath.
Mr. Dinosaur is not in the bath.
Oh. I know where Mr. Dinosaur is. George always has Mr. Dinosaur in his bed at night. See, that's where he is.
Mr. Dinosaur is not in George's bed.
Oh.
Maybe we should try the garden.
Yes, the garden. I was going to say that. Where is Mr. Dinosaur?
Mr. Dinosaur is very hard to find.
Oh, Mr. Dinosaur isn't anywhere.
George, you do love to throw Mr. Dinosaur in the air. I wonder if this time you threw Mr. Dinosaur just a bit too high.
There he is! There he is! I saw him first!
Well done, Peppa. You really are a very good detective.
I'm sore.
George is so happy to have Mr. Dinosaur back again.
Whee!
Maybe it isn't a good idea to play with dinosaurs near trees.
Dinosaur. Best friend.
Peppa is waiting for her best friend, Suzy Sheep.
Hello, Suzy. Hello, Peppa.
Suzy Sheep has come to play with Peppa. Peppa loves Suzy. Suzy loves Peppa. They are best friends.
Peppa, why don't you and Suzy go and play in your bedroom?
Yes, Mummy.
George wants to play too. Peppa and Suzy love playing in Peppa's bedroom. So does George.
George. This game is just for big girls. Go and play with your own toys.
Peppa and Suzy want to play on their own.
I'm a tiny little fairy princess. I'm going to wave my magic wand and turn you into a frog.
George doesn't like playing on his own. George wants to play too.
No, George. I'm playing with Suzy. You have to play somewhere else.
George wants to play with Peppa. He feels a bit lonely.
George, I need some help. I'm making chocolate chip cookies. Someone needs to lick out the bowl.
George likes helping Mummy make cookies. But he likes playing with Peppa more.
I want to be a nurse. I want to be a doctor. But who's going to be the sick person? George!
Peppa and Suzy love playing doctors and nurses. So does George. Peppa listens to George's chest.
Now, George, take a big breath in, then cough. I think your heart's a bit loose. How about a plaster on it? Open wide, please.
Suzy takes George's temperature.
Oh dear, you're very, very hot. I think you have to stay in bed for 3 years.
Daddy Pig has come to find George.
Oh no! What's wrong with George?
Don't worry, Daddy, it's only a game. George is our patient.
Oh, I see. Can the patient have a visitor?
Just for a little while. He might get tired. Cookies!
Yes, they're for George. They're his medicine to make him feel better.
Excuse me, Doctor. Can you help me? I have a sore tummy. That tickles.
I can hear it rumbling. I think you're hungry, Daddy.
Then I think I need lots of cookies to make me better.
And me.
And me! And me! Polly Parrot.
Peppa and her family are visiting Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig.
Granny Pig! Grandpa Pig! Granky Egg! Papa Egg!
Hello, my little ones. Come inside. We have a surprise.
What is it?
We have a new pet. Can you guess what it is?
Dinosaur?
No, it's not a dinosaur. Come and see.
Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig have a pet parrot.
Peppa, George, this is our pet parrot. She's called Polly. Pretty Polly.
Pretty Polly! Wow!
I am a clever parrot.
I'm a clever parrot! Mummy, why does Polly copy everything that Granny says?
That's what parrots do. I'll show you. Hello, Polly.
Hello, Polly!
What a sweet little parrot.
What a sweet little parrot!
Come on, everyone. Tea time. Peppa, George, come on. There's chocolate cake.
Coming, Granny!
Peppa and George love eating chocolate cake, but today they are in a hurry to get back and play with Polly Parrot.
Finished!
What noisy little ones you are.
Granny, please can we leave the table and go and see Polly Parrot?
Are you sure you've completely finished your cake? Off you go then.
Hooray! George, say something to Polly.
George is a little bit shy.
Hello?
Peppa and George are really enjoying playing with Polly Parrot.
I'm Peppa Pig. I'm Peppa Pig. George, say something.
Peppa and George are pretending to be parrots.
I'm Polly Parrot.
Peppa is thinking of something else to say to Polly Parrot.
I'm a noisy parrot. I'm a noisy parrot.
Peppa, George, have you been playing with Polly?
Yes, Granny.
Polly is such a sweet parrot.
Yes, Granny.
I'm a clever parrot.
I'm a noisy parrot. I'm a noisy parrot.
Oh,
Oh, my word!
ho, ho.
Hide and seek.
Peppa and George are playing hide and seek. It is George's turn to hide. He must quickly find somewhere to hide before Peppa finishes counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
George has found somewhere to hide,
9,
just in time.
10. Ready or not, here I come.
Peppa has to find where George is hiding.
Found you.
Peppa has found George.
George, I could see you too easily.
Now it is Peppa's turn to hide.
1, 3.
I'll help George to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. OK, George, open your eyes.
George has to find where Peppa is hiding.
Oh,
Peppa isn't hiding under the table.
George, have you thought of looking upstairs?
Peppa isn't under the bed. What was that strange noise? Peppa isn't behind the curtain. There is that strange noise again. What can it be?
Whee!
George has found where Peppa was hiding.
George found me. Now it's Daddy's turn to hide.
Oh, I think George should have another turn.
But George isn't very good at hiding.
I'm sure he'll be better this time. Close your eyes and start counting.
1, 2,
Oh dear.
3,
Peppa will easily find
4.
George.
5,
George, come over here.
7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. Oh. George isn't hiding under the table. But George always hides under the table.
Have you thought of looking upstairs?
I know where he is. George is in the toy basket. Oh.
George is not in the toy basket. Where can he be? Peppa cannot find George anywhere.
Daddy, I can't find George anywhere.
Oh dear. I wonder where he can be. Actually, I think there's something about George in this newspaper.
Whee! George! Found you!
Oh, George, that was a good place to hide.
George was hiding behind Daddy Pig's newspaper all the time.
The playgroup.
Peppa and George are going to the playgroup. It is George's first day.
George, are you looking forward to the playgroup?
Daddy, maybe George is too small to go to my playgroup.
He'll be fine, Peppa. There'll be you and Mr. Dinosaur there to keep him company.
Grrr, Dinosaur. But I want to play with the big children, not George and his toy dinosaur.
Oh dear. Peppa doesn't want George to go to her playgroup.
We're here.
Daddy, are you sure George is big enough?
He'll be fine.
All right. He could come.
Bye-bye.
Madame Gazelle looks after the children at the playgroup.
Hello. This is my little brother, George.
Hello, George.
I wish I had a little brother like George. Really? Hello, I'm Danny Dog. Is that a dinosaur? It's just a toy dinosaur. Grrr, dinosaur. Brilliant. Dinosaur. Grrr. Ah! Dinosaur. Grrr.
Ah, really scary.
That's brilliant. George is my brother. He's brilliant.
Peppa is proud of her little brother, George.
Shall we show George how we paint pictures?
George is not very good at painting.
Well, maybe you could help him.
Yes, I'm very good. I will show him how to paint a flower. George, today I'm going to teach you how to paint a flower. First, you paint a big circle. No, George, that's the wrong colour. Now you paint the flower's petals. George, that's the wrong shape. Now you paint the stalk of the leaves. Perfect. George, you have done it all wrong.
Now what do we have here?
I've painted a flower.
That's very good, Peppa. And George has painted a dinosaur.
Grrr, dinosaur. Brilliant.
I think George and Peppa's pictures should go on the wall.
Hooray!
Peppa, you must be very proud of your little brother.
Yes, I am.
It is home time, and the children's parents are here to pick them up.
Can George come next time?
Yes, and he can paint us another lovely picture. And what will you paint next time, George?
Dinosaur. Grrr.
Oh, another dinosaur picture? Well, maybe you can show us all how to paint a dinosaur.
Brilliant. Yes, brilliant. Brilliant. Mummy Pig at work.
Mummy Pig is working on her computer. Daddy Pig is making soup for lunch.
Daddy, can we go and watch Mummy on her computer?
Yes, as long as you don't disturb her. She has a lot of important work to do today.
Thank you, Daddy.
Mummy Pig has a lot of important work to do.
Mummy, can George and I sit on your lap and watch you work?
Yes, if you both sit quietly.
Peppa and George love to watch Mummy work on the computer.
Mummy, can we play that computer game, Happy Mrs. Chicken?
We can play Happy Mrs. Chicken later, but now I have to work.
Mummy, can we help you work?
No, Peppa, you mustn't touch the computer. And George, you mustn't touch the computer either.
Yes, George. You mustn't do this.
Peppa, stop!
Sorry, Mummy. I was just showing George what not to do.
Oh dear, the computer is not meant to do that.
Daddy Pig! Daddy Pig!
What is it, Mummy Pig?
Daddy Pig, can you mend the computer? I'll finish the lunch while you mend the computer.
Right you are, Mummy Pig, but I'm not very good with these things.
Oh, thank you, Daddy Pig.
Daddy Pig is going to mend the computer.
Maybe if I just switch it off and then switch it on again.
Daddy Pig has mended the computer.
Hooray, Daddy!
Yes, I am a bit of an expert at these things.
Daddy, can we play that computer game, Happy Mrs. Chicken?
Maybe you should ask Mummy Pig.
Mummy said that we can play it later.
Well, that's okay then. But I don't know where the disc is.
Yippee! my turn.
Now it's my turn.
What on earth is going on? Well, I see the computer is working again.
Piggy in the middle.
George is playing with his ball in the garden. Peppa wants to play too.
George, you're doing it all wrong. This is how to catch a ball. Not like this. That's what you do.
What a cheeky little one Peppa is.
George, come back, you little piggy.
Maybe Peppa is teasing George just a bit too much.
Peppa, have you been teasing George?
Not really, Mummy. I was teaching him how to catch.
Really? Oh, well, I know a game that will teach George how to catch. It's called Piggy in the Middle. Peppa, you take the ball and stand over there, and George, you stand over there. Good. You have to throw the ball to each other, and I have to try and catch it. I'm the piggy in the middle.
Mummy is the piggy in the middle. Catch, George.
Oh, missed it.
George has caught the ball.
Hooray! Well done, George. Now you throw the ball to Peppa. Oh, try again. Oh, try again.
George cannot throw the ball past Mummy Pig.
Come on, George. Give the ball to me. Silly George. I can do that too.
Peppa wanted to copy George, but she's too big and has got stuck.
I've got the ball. Peppa, now it's your turn to be piggy. George, catch. Hooray!
Got it. George, you're the piggy. George, catch.
Catch the ball, George.
Catch, George.
George, catch.
Here's the ball, George. Whee!
Oh dear. Peppa, you shouldn't tease George like that.
Sorry, George.
What's all the noise?
Daddy, George is too little to play piggy in the middle.
Oh, I'm sure he's big enough.
No, he isn't, Daddy. Watch.
Catch it, George.
Hooray!
That's not fair.
Yes, it is. I just gave George a helping hand.
Mummy, can I have a helping hand?
Of course you can, Peppa.
To me, George! Catch, George!
Peppa loves catching the ball. George loves catching the ball. Everyone loves catching the ball.
Bubbles!
Peppa and George are drinking orange juice.
What noisy little piggies.
George, look at all the tiny bubbles. I can make bigger bubbles.
Peppa is blowing bubbles in her drink.
Bubble!
George wants to blow bubbles too.
Peppa, George, you really shouldn't play with your food.
Sorry, Daddy.
Peppa, if you like bubbles, why don't you play with your bubble mixture?
Yes, my bubble mixture. George, let's blow bubbles in the garden.
Peppa is showing George how to blow bubbles.
First, dip the stick in the mixture. Then take a big breath and blow. Bubble! George, now it's your turn. Dip the stick in the mixture. Hold it up. Take a big breath and blow.
George is trying really hard, but he is running out of breath.
Achoo! George, you didn't blow hard enough.
I know a way George can make bubbles. Dip the stick in the mixture, then lift it up and wave it around.
Bubble!
It's even better if you run along.
Wait for me!
George is having fun making bubbles, and Peppa is having fun popping them.
I love bubbles!
Oh dear, the bubble mixture is all used up.
Daddy! Mummy! There's no more bubble mixture.
Don't worry, Peppa. I have an idea. Mummy Pig, bring me a bucket, please.
Yes, Daddy Pig.
Peppa, bring me some soap.
Yes, Daddy Pig.
George, bring me my old tennis racket.
A bucket, some soap, a tennis racket. What is Daddy Pig doing?
First, I need some water. Then the soap. And now, the tennis racket, please. Thank you. Now watch this.
Ooh! Wow!
Daddy Pig has made his own bubble mixture.
Come on, everyone.
Be careful, Daddy Pig. Don't slip and fall.
I'll be fine. Whoa!
Are you okay, Daddy Pig?
Yes, I'm fine.
Wow!
Daddy Pig has made the biggest bubble ever.
Oh dear, I've spilt all my bubble mixture.
Now we can't make any more bubbles.
But we can play jumping in muddy puddles. Look!
Daddy Pig's bubble mixture has made a big muddy puddle.
Hooray!
Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
Look! The bubble mixture has made the puddle all bubbly.
Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy, bubbly puddles. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy, bubbly puddles.
Emily Elephant.
Peppa and her friends are going to playgroup today. The children each have their own hook to hang their coats on.
Today, we have a new pupil, Emily Elephant.
Hello, Emily. Hello.
Emily is a bit shy.
Who would like to show Emily where to hang her coat?
Me.
Oh, we just need one. Peppa, can you show Emily where to hang her coat?
Yes, Madam Gazelle. We each have our own coat hooks. This one is for you, Emily.
Emily is hanging her coat on her very own coat hook.
Now, Emily, what would you like to do today? Painting, clay, or building blocks?
I don't know. Maybe building blocks.
And everyone else? Painting, clay, or building blocks?
Building blocks!
My goodness! Building blocks are popular today.
Everyone wants to sit next to Emily Elephant.
Emily, you put one block on top of another, like this.
It's better if you put them side by side.
No, this way, Emily. Meow. This is the right way, Emily.
No.
No, Emily. Like this.
You are all being very helpful. But Emily, how would you play with the blocks?
I'm not very sure. I might do it like this. Wow!
Emily Elephant is good at building blocks. It is playtime.
Emily, would you like to play outside with the others?
Yes, please.
Can someone show Emily where we play?
Yes, Madam Gazelle.
At playtime, Peppa and her friends play in the school garden.
Can't catch me.
What a lot of noise!
Let's see who is the loudest. OK, I'll go first. Squeak, squeak.
That was quite loud. Now it is Zoe Zebra's turn. Now Suzy Sheep. Now Danny Dog. That was very loud.
My turn. Meow. My turn.
No.
My turn.
Peppa is the loudest.
Emily, you try. I'm not too sure. Please, Emily. OK, I'll try.
My goodness, that was loud.
Wow. Do it again.
Emily is not shy anymore.
Emily, would you like to play my favourite game? What is your favourite game? Jumping in muddy puddles. That's my favourite game too.
Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Emily loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
This looks like fun. Yippee!
Madam Gazelle loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
Emily, have you enjoyed your first day at our playgroup?
Yes, Madame Gazelle.
And I see you've made lots of new friends.
Yes. Emily Elephant is my friend. And Emily is my friend.
And mine.
And mine. And mine. And mine. Emily, who do you like best? I like Suzy and Danny and Zoe and Rebecca and Pedro and Peppa. Pollys Holiday.
Granny and Grandpa Pig are going on holiday. They are bringing Polly Parrot to Peppa's house so Peppa and George can look after her.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Grandpa Pig. Hello, Granny Pig.
Polly is very excited about her holiday with Peppa and George.
Hello, Polly. Hello, Polly.
Polly Parrot copies everything that is said.
What's in Polly's suitcase, Granny?
This is Polly's food. George, can you guess what Polly likes to eat best?
Chocolate cake.
No, not chocolate cake. Polly likes birdseed.
Birdseed. Can I feed her, Granny Pig? Can I feed her?
Yes.
It's very important not to give Polly too much food.
Yes, Grandpa Pig. Grandpa, can Polly come out of the cage?
Yes, but you must keep all the doors and windows closed so Polly doesn't fly away.
Yes, Grandpa Pig.
Goodbye, Peppa. Goodbye, George.
Goodbye, Granny Pig. Goodbye, Grandpa Pig. Goodbye, Granny Pig. Goodbye, Grandpa Pig. Would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a cup of tea?
George has got Polly's birdseed.
George, that is too much birdseed. Polly will go very big and burst like a balloon. Pop! Burst like a balloon! Pop!
What's that noise?
Ice cream! Ice cream, hooray!
Oh dear, George has forgotten to close the door.
Ice cream! Ice cream!
It is Miss Rabbit, the ice cream lady.
Hello, Mummy Pig.
Hello, Miss Rabbit. 4 ice creams, please.
Thank you, Miss Rabbit. George, you forgot to close the door. Polly will have flown away.
Don't worry, Peppa. I'm sure Polly is still inside.
Polly's not here.
Oh.
We've lost Polly. Grandpa and Granny are going to be very sad.
Maybe we should try the garden. Look, what's that?
What has Mummy Pig seen in the garden?
It's Polly!
Hooray!
But, Daddy, how are we going to get Polly down from the tree?
Don't worry, Peppa. I'll rescue Polly. Come on, Polly.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh no, Polly has flown higher up the tree.
Oh, dear.
Be careful, Daddy. Don't fall out of the tree like you always do.
Don't worry, Peppa. I'll be very careful. Come on, Polly.
Birdseed!
I wonder where George is going. George has got Polly's birdseed. Polly loves to eat birdseed.
George has got Polly down from the tree.
Hooray!
What's that noise?
Daddy Pig's mobile phone is ringing.
What? Whoop! Hello? Oh, Granny Pig.
Hello, Daddy Pig. Please, may I talk to Polly?
Yes, of course.
Hello, Polly. Are you having a nice holiday?
Hello, Polly. Are you having a nice holiday?
Oh! Oh!
Teddy's day out.
Peppa and her family are going out for the day. Daddy Pig has made a picnic.
Peppa, George, have you got your stuff ready?
Yes, I'm taking Teddy. Dinosaur.
If you take your toys, you must look after them.
Yes, Mummy.
Are we all ready?
Yes, Daddy Pig.
Then let's go.
Dinosaur!
George has left Mr. Dinosaur behind.
Oh, George, you should take more care of Mr. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur!
Are we all absolutely sure we haven't forgotten anything else?
Yes, Daddy Pig.
Teddy! I've left Teddy!
Where did you leave Teddy?
I think on the kitchen table.
Peppa, you really must take more care of Teddy.
Teddy!
Here we go again. All ready?
Yes, Daddy Pig.
Here we go.
This is the picnic area.
We're here.
Hooray!
I love this picnic spot. It's so quiet and peaceful.
It is Zoe Zebra with her daddy, Mr. Zebra the postman.
Hello, Mr. Zebra. Have you got our post?
Oh, no deliveries today. It's my day off.
No! We're having a picnic lunch. So are we.
I know. Why don't we make one big picnic?
Yes.
What a splendid picnic.
Please may George and I leave the table and play with Zoe.
Yes, Peppa.
Zoe, I've got my teddy. I've got my monkey. Oh, oh, oh. Dinosaur. I've got a toy picnic set. Let's play picnics. Oh, it's the ducks. They always turn up when we have a picnic. We've got pretend orange juice and we've got pretend cake. It's pretend cake. It's very nice.
Oh dear, I do not think the ducks want pretend cake.
Oh well, that means there's more for Monkey, Mr. Dinosaur and Teddy. Delicious. Oh, oh, oh. Monkey says the best cake ever.
Peppa, George, home time.
Bye-bye, Zoe. Bye-bye.
Are we all ready?
Yes, Daddy Pig.
Home time for us too, Zoe.
Yes, Daddy. Cups, plates, Monkey, Teddy. Oh, no. You shouldn't be here, Teddy.
Peppa has forgotten her teddy. Again. Peppa and her family are home.
That's enough driving for one day. All I want to do now is relax. Put my feet up and watch some...
Teddy! I forgot Teddy.
Oh, Peppa. Now Daddy Pig will have to drive all the way back to the picnic spot.
Yes, of course.
It's Mr. Zebra, the postman.
I thought it was your day off today, Mr. Zebra.
It is my day off, but Zoe's got a very special delivery for a Miss Peppa Pig.
Here you are, Peppa. What is it? It's Teddy! You left Teddy behind, so we brought him home. Thank you, Zoe.
Teddy certainly has had an exciting day out. But Peppa, you really must take better care of him.
Yes, Mummy. You are a very naughty Teddy. You must promise not to wander off ever again. Sorry, Peppa. I promise. Mysteries.
Peppa and her family are watching their favourite television programme, Detective Potato.
I am Detective Potato, the world-famous detective.
Ooh.
Please help me, Mr. Detective. I cannot find my flower anywhere.
Your flower is on the top of your head.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Detective. That was easy. I could do that.
I'm sure you could, Peppa.
Daddy, when I grow up, I want to be a famous detective.
George wants to be a detective too.
If you're going to be detectives, you'll each need a hat. Detectives always wear hats. Now you look like two proper detectives.
And we need one of those funny things that makes everything look big.
A magnifying glass. I think we've got one in the kitchen drawer. Here we are. A real magnifying glass.
Wow! How does it work?
You hold it in front of things and they look bigger.
The magnifying glass makes the little fish look big.
Can I have a go? Wow.
The magnifying glass makes George's eyes look very big.
Now what you detectives need is a mystery to solve.
Daddy, what's a story?
A mystery is something detectives are good at sorting out. Like finding things that are lost.
I know. We can find George's toy dinosaur. That's always getting lost. Dinosaur.
Mr. Dinosaur is not lost.
Oh. What about your glasses, Daddy? You're always losing them.
Oh, not today. I'm wearing my glasses.
It's not fair. There aren't any stories.
Would you like me to make you a mystery?
Yes, please.
Daddy Pig is going to make a mystery.
Now, what's on the table?
The little fish, Teddy, a jack-in-the-box, and Mr. Dinosaur.
That's right. Now look very hard and try to remember them all.
The little fish, Teddy, a jack-in-the-box, and Mr. Dinosaur.
Have you remembered them?
Yes.
OK. You just have to go outside for a moment. I'll call you when I'm ready.
It sounds like Daddy is going upstairs. And now he is coming down again.
All right. You can come back inside now. One thing is missing from the table. Do you know what?
Mr. Dinosaur is there. Little fish, jack-in-a-box.
So who's missing?
Teddy!
That's right. Teddy's gone.
Well done, Peppa and George.
It was quite easy for us. We are famous detectives.
Ah, but that's only half the mystery. Where has Teddy gone?
Oh, I don't know.
What are those little things on the floor?
They're cake crumbs.
The magnifying glass makes the cake crumbs easy to see.
I wonder if Teddy has been eating cake.
And the crumbs lead this way. Teddy's been eating a lot of cake.
The crumbs lead into Peppa and George's bedroom.
Oh, the crumbs have stopped. How can we find Teddy?
Ask me some questions, but I will only answer yes or no.
OK. Is Teddy in this room?
Yes.
Is Teddy in George's bed?
No.
Is Teddy somewhere high up?
Yes.
Teddy's in my bed!
Hooray!
The mystery is solved.
Oh, do you still want to be a detective when you grow up, Peppa?
Being a detective is quite hard. Next time, I want to be the one who makes the mysteries. Like you did, Daddy. George's friend.
Peppa and her friends are at the playground. Peppa, Suzy and Danny are on the rampart.
Are you all ready?
Ready!
Then let's go!
Faster!
George is a bit too little for the roundabout. He is playing on the swing. Here is Rebecca Rabbit with her little brother, Richard Rabbit.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Can I come on the roundabout too?
Hop on, Rebecca.
Let's go really, really fast.
Richard Rabbit wants to go on the roundabout too.
If Richard gets on, it means we can't go fast. Richard can play with George.
Richard, would you like to play with George?
No.
George is a dinosaur just like yours. Let's go and see.
Richard Rabbit is the same age as George.
Richard wanted to see George's dinosaur.
Grrr, dinosaur.
George, can Richard play with your dinosaur?
No.
Richard, can George play with your dinosaur?
No.
George and Richard do not want to share their dinosaurs.
George, it will be much more fun if you share.
That was really nice of George.
Dinosaur!
George does not like sharing.
Richard, let George hold the dinosaurs now.
Richard does not like sharing either.
What's all this crying about?
George and Richard always cry when they play together. They're just too little to play properly.
Can you two big girls teach them to play together?
Of course. We can help them make sand castles.
Good idea. Let's go to the sandpit.
George and Richard love the sandpit.
George, Richard, today we are going to make sand castles. First, we fill the buckets with sand. We turn the buckets over and give them a little tap. Now we lift the buckets. Hey presto!
Richard has made a sandcastle.
Hey presto!
And George has made a sandcastle.
You see, playing together is fun.
Oh dear, this game has not gone very well.
It was your brother's fault. He broke George's sandcastle. Squeak! Your brother broke my brother's sandcastle first.
Now, you two big girls are meant to be teaching Richard and George to play nicely together.
That's right. We're big girls. And George and Richard are too little to play together properly.
I've got an idea. George, what's your most favourite thing in the whole playground?
Seesaw!
George loves the seesaw.
Seesaws.
It is a bit difficult to play on a seesaw on your own. Richard wants to play on the seesaw.
Seesaw, seesaw, seesaw. Look, George and Richard are playing together. Seesaw, 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 seesaw.
George likes Richard. Richard likes George. George and Richard like playing together.
Seesaw, seesaw. Mr. Scarecrow.
Peppa and George are playing at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house today.
Hello, Grandpa Pig. Peppa Egg.
Oh, hello, Peppa. Hello, George.
Grandpa, what are you doing?
I'm making a flower garden.
Ooh.
These seeds will grow into beautiful flowers. I drop the seeds on the ground. Then I cover the seeds with earth. Oh, where have they gone?
The seeds have disappeared.
That's strange. I'm sure I put some seeds here.
Yes, Grandpa, we saw you.
Well, they're not here now. Oh, well, I'll just have to use some more. As I was saying, I simply drop the seeds on the ground.
A little bird is eating Grandpa Pig's flower seeds.
Oi! Get off my seeds! So that's where all my seeds went.
Into the little bird's tummy.
2 more little birds are eating Grandpa Pig's seeds.
Oh, look!
Ah! Shoo, shoo!
What's all this noise?
Granny Pig, the birds are eating all my flower seeds.
So we're chasing the birds away.
There's no point chasing them. They'll just come back again. Look. We need a scarecrow.
What's a scarecrow?
A scarecrow is a straw man that scares birds away.
What a good idea, Granny Pig. I'll make one. Come on, everyone.
Bye-bye, little birds. We're going to make a scarecrow.
This is Grandpa Pig's garden shed.
There'll be plenty of things in here to make a scarecrow. First, we need 2 sticks and some string.
We'll find them.
Peppa has found some sticks. George has found some string.
Good. I'll tie the sticks together to make the body.
Granny Pig has found some straw and an old sack.
Lovely. I'll put the straw in the sack to make the head. Now the Scarecrow needs something to wear.
Here's a bag of old clothes.
Ooh.
George has found a dress.
Silly George. Mr. Scarecrow doesn't want to wear a dress.
Peppa has found a coat.
Very good, Peppa.
George has found a hat.
Very good, George.
Mr. Scarecrow needs a face.
That's right. Would you and George like to paint a face?
Yes, please.
George paints the eyes and nose. Peppa paints the mouth.
Fantastic!
Mr. Scarecrow is ready.
Hooray!
The little birds are looking for Grandpa Pig's flower seeds.
Look, the little birds are back.
Don't worry, Peppa. Mr. Scarecrow will scare them off.
It worked. Mr. Scarecrow has scared the little birds away.
Hooray! Good. Now my flower seeds will not be eaten.
Oh, Grandpa, the birds look very sad.
Yes, they must be hungry.
That's why I've brought this.
What's that, Granny?
It's a bird feeder. Grandpa, may I have some seeds, please? Come on, birdies. Lunchtime. Now the birdies have their own seeds to eat.
Hooray! The little birds are happy again.
Peppa is glad that Grandpa Pig's seeds will not be eaten, but she is even more glad that the little birds will not be hungry.
Windy autumn day.
Today, Peppa is going to the park.
It's freezing cold.
It is cold.
Quick, let's get our warm clothes on.
On cold days, Peppa and her family wear their hats and scarves and coats.
I'll put the roof up.
Ooh, and let's get the heating on.
Everyone nice and warm?
Yes, Daddy Pig.
Then let's go!
This is the park.
We're here.
Hooray!
Mummy, why are all the leaves red and yellow?
It's autumn time, Peppa.
In the autumn, it gets a bit colder and the leaves change colour.
It's quite windy. Let's play a game to keep warm.
My turn. Oh, it's not meant to go that way.
The wind is blowing the ball along.
The ball is in the pond.
I'll just use this stick to reach it.
Just a bit further, Daddy.
Be careful, Daddy Pig.
Don't worry. I've almost got it. Whoa!
Daddy, is the water cold?
A little bit.
The wind has blown the ball out of the pond.
That's lucky.
Yes. What a stroke of luck.
It's getting even windier. Hold on to your hats.
No, the wind has blown George's hat off.
Don't worry, George. Daddy Pig will catch your hat.
Quick, Daddy. Look, it's in that little tree.
I'll just climb up and get it.
The tree's much too thin to take your weight, Daddy Pig.
So, how can we get George's hat?
Simple. I'll give the tree a little shake. Maybe if I shake it a bit harder.
I thought that sort of thing only happened to me.
It's not funny.
It is a bit funny, Mummy.
I suppose it is a bit funny. Where's George's hat?
It's on your head.
Here's your hat, George. Hold on to it this time.
The wind is blowing all the leaves off the trees.
Look at me. I'm leaning into the wind.
The wind is strong enough to hold Peppa up. The wind is strong enough to hold George up.
Daddy, have a go.
I'm a bit too heavy.
Come on, Daddy. It's really fun.
Oh, all right.
The wind is strong enough to hold up Daddy Pig.
I say, this is fun. Come on, Mummy Pig, give it a try.
But if the wind stops, I'll fall over.
The wind won't just stop.
The wind has stopped.
It's not funny.
It is a bit funny.
Now the wind has stopped. What can we do?
What's your favourite game?
Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. But there aren't any puddles. Just lots of boring, dry leaves.
And what do you do with dry leaves?
I don't know.
Jump up and down in them.
Daddy Pig loves jumping up and down in leaves. Peppa loves jumping up and down in leaves. Everyone loves jumping up and down in leaves.
This is the best autumn day ever.